your time and attention. Won't you give some of it to me? I've been lonely lately. I've been feeling neglected, and I want you to show me. Can we get back on the same page? Tonight can we stay? And why don't you talk to me? Let's start a conversation. When you spend your time with me, you're speaking my love language. Talk to me. We don't need a translation.
I found nothing. I actually fucking hated being single. And it fucking ruined my life.
Oh my god!
It was the worst part of my whole entire life.
Shut up!
And it's the biggest fear of my life.
Oh my god! I like camping, I like hiking, I like being outdoors, and I'm like, okay.
Wow.
And he came and saw me, and then he like tried to go in for a kiss, and I was like, okay. You should not enter this thinking that you're dating someone skinny. Don't even. No, I'm not even kidding. No, like, don't even act surprised when you see me. Like, I'm done with that. Okay, we are going to transition into the topics that we have thought about. So we have two topics that we're gonna like kind of deep dive into. One of them being like long-term singleness. So like moi. Unfortunately, she left me in that.
Recently graduated.
She left me. A man stole her heart, and like, end the story. Whatever. We don't care about him. Just kidding. I'm kidding. But for a while, she was single with me. And luckily, I'm very happy for her, genuinely. So that weird. Genuinely. It's like my brain knows I'm faking it.
Yeah. Really though.
I'm kidding. Genuinely very happy for her. Kind of bitter, but mostly happy. But you know, long-term singleness, we struggled with it together. So that's one thing we wanted to talk about. Second is like dating apps, because I feel like nowadays it's more common to say you met someone through a dating app than mutual friends or like naturally, you know,
Absolutely.
like totally like organic. What are we starting off with?
Okay, so I mean, I think like in general, it's like there's like a lot of single people who chase.
Yes.
And then a lot of single people who are waiting to be chased. Are you the chaser type, or like you preferably like to be approached first?
Okay, so I naturally believe that everyone loves being chased, right?
No,
you don't think so?
I just never thought about it.
Oh, I think everyone loves being chased a little bit.
Yeah.
I feel like naturally though, I'm definitely more of a chaser. I don't like it, but I am. Like by blood, I feel like I'm a chaser. Like when I get an inkling he likes me, or like, oh, he's like infatuated, I'm like, chase! Like chase. So yeah. What about you?
Oh, I'm definitely a chaser.
I love that you like completely embrace it though.
At this point, like, I don't mind it, to be honest.
Really? It doesn't bother you?
I think when I was younger, it kind of it didn't feel great.
Okay.
Because it kind of like made me feel like, oh, why don't guys like me? But I am just someone that can't contain my feelings. Like, I have to let you know that I like you.
At least you're honest.
I like can't, like, I will like explode if I don't. And that's like ever since I was little. Like since elementary school, I've been like that.
Like when you like someone in elementary school?
Yeah, they would know. Like I'd hide little notes in their bag.
Oh, I see.
Like little things like that. And then it just like kept on happening as I like grew older.
Right.
Like, cause I think that I thought everyone was chasing someone.
Oh.
So maybe I assumed that like, oh, someone's gonna chase me.
Oh no.
And then like I chase. I mean, I even got my current relationship from chasing. Like,
yeah,
it's like
which is so funny because like now when you tell me about your current relationship, I'm like, but you guys are so like, well, they communicate so so well.
These
and I
aren't
feel like he does. No, man. You know. I feel like I'm constantly stopping myself from chasing, though. And I don't know if it's hurting me or if it's not hurting me.
Well, I mean, I think it's like sometimes you get tired of it.
So tired.
And I feel like when you get tired of it, it's also kind of like a part of you. It's hard at a certain point when you're single for so long.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do you differentiate chasing and like being desperate?
Yeah.
Like, where's that line?
Yeah. You have to be very clear and honest with yourself. Like, like, tiny story, like, I feel like I used to grow up and chase for way too long. Even up to very recently, I just chased for too long because I just believe that, like, you're lying to yourself. Like, you like me.
Yeah.
You like me. But you have to be honest and, like, brutally honest.
Yeah.
And it hurts. And you're going to cry, but it's okay.
Yeah, and I like, I've definitely had situations where, like, I would chase a guy and, like, the 1 in a million chance that some other guy decides to chase me, that I was like, oh, this is an opportunity. Oh, like, and you finally somehow manipulate yourself into thinking that there's, like, potential in this person.
Right.
And then you can see a future even though, like, you were never really attracted to them. And it's not, like, because you don't like them. It's not because you don't like them. You know, it's just, like, they're... If you liked them, you would have chased them.
Right.
So,
no,
like, your heart
right.
is clear.
No,
your heart likes the guy
yes.
that unfortunately is not looking your way.
No.
Yeah.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I think chasing is good. It's good because sometimes just like a guy you didn't like chases you, and even though you don't like it, it's just like you wouldn't have ever known, you know? Sometimes without the chase, you just never know if they're interested. But you definitely have to be very, like, what is that word that I'm looking for? Cautious.
Oh.
I feel like you need to be very cautious with how much you decide to chase, when to finish it, like, when to be done with it.
Like, well, that's, like, what I think I always kind of struggled with.
Oh, okay,
like,
okay.
I would chase and pretty much I wouldn't stop until I got an answer. But, like, that's also, like, honestly pretty embarrassing.
No,
like,
but that's
it doesn't,
me.
like, feel good, though, to, like, pretty much make it so clear that everybody knows. And then finally... But here's the thing. I would never, at the end of the day, be like, will you go out with me? Yeah, like, I would chase so hard that, like, everyone would know, including that person, in hopes that then they... Like, I put the ball in their court. It's like, so are you gonna ask me out? And they don't.
Girl, I feel like
And
that's dangerous territory.
And I think, I don't know, like, when do you stop chasing? Let's say they don't give you, like, a clear, because you're not asking them out.
Well,
right?
yeah, no, that's for sure. You should chase until you get a clear answer.
Like, but, like, before then, if you want to, like, save yourself from the embarrassment.
I feel like it's very rare that people are that smart to be able to be like, I'm done chasing.
But, like, if you had to, like, give the word of wisdom, when do you think it's, like, a good time to stop chasing?
It would be like, and for example, like, if you met this guy on a dating app and he's not making an effort to, like, want to meet up with you or see you after, like, the first date, done.
Yeah.
Done. Because you already get, like, I think dating apps suck. Like, dating in general sucks. But if he's definitely not interested in, at least, like, maybe he's busy. He could be busy. He can't take you on a date, so I understand that. But, like, at least making an effort to, like, still get to know you. Because after the first date, it's not done.
Yeah.
It's not done. And I feel like a lot of people think they're done.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, you don't know anything yet.
Yeah.
You're barely scratching at the surface. Barely.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he's definitely, or her, anybody, I think if they're not actively showing you an interest and you're, you know what it is? It just hit me.
What?
One thing I learned is if you're asking your friends for clarification, it's not it. Because we know when we need to know.
Yeah.
And you can kind of guess. And why would you want to put yourself in that situation to, like, guess? Like, it also depends, like, I guess, like, are you in the middle of your life where you're urgent to get into a relationship or like, you know, like I felt like when I was younger, I was urgent to be in a relationship because I was like, this is my timeline. I want to date by then and like be married by then. But like now that I've like kind of let it go, I feel like I'm more calm and I'm more like, okay, like I know what I want kind of thing.
I want to know, what is the craziest thing you did when chasing someone? Like, what's the craziest chase that you did? Like, even if it's just like one, like a time, like during the time you were chasing, like this one thing that you did, like the craziest thing you did for a guy.
Oh my god, it was actually recently.
Oh.
Yeah, and I acted like it wasn't chasing.
Oh.
It was making him brownies.
Oh.
Yeah. It was the dumbest thing because I had my clear answer. And it was his birthday and I made him brownies. But I knew. But he led me on. And so my little dumbass decided to just continue and thought like I could still like swindle him like into liking me. You know?
I totally know what you mean.
Because you do this thing naturally. Naturally for me, I'm like, no, but let me show you what you're missing.
Yeah, no.
Right?
No,
you're like, hold on, wait a minute. Like, maybe you didn't get my good side. Like,
no, absolutely.
That's probably the dumbest thing. What about for you?
I've done, like, stupid things. like, the first thing that came into mind, there was this one time I really liked this guy, and he had, like, helped me with something at school, and it was, like, really, really dumb. Like, it was something that was actually not a big deal.
Okay.
But I was so, like, head over heels for him that I was like, oh my god, thank you so much. And I was like, stay right here, because I was like, well, he was gonna stay in that area anyways.
Okay.
I got on the subway, went to my favorite like dessert spot, which was like far. It wasn't like super, I mean, it wasn't super far, but it was like still, you have to go take a subway, take like a couple stops, go pick up like these really expensive yummy desserts, and then take it all the way back to school and like give it to him, pretend like it was nothing, and be like, thank you so much, I really appreciate it.
Oh my god, that's insane.
Yeah, because I liked the guy that much. Ooh. No, I like very like thug looking dudes.
I see.
But yeah, I've done so many stupid things. Or like go when I even like chase like I like chasing like different realms though. You know, like guys that you're just like interested in that are strangers that you meet at, like places. Like I used to like there's this guy that worked at that dessert place. So there was a guy that also like that worked there, and I would go back every single week. You know, his name
is it the cafe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd go every single week, and they're not like you can't. It's like expensive. It's not like super.
Oh.
It's not like crazy expensive, but it's like
a really
it's a
nice
dessert
cafe.
prefix course.
Oh wow.
And I would go every single week.
Crazy.
And alone.
Crazy.
And that's not a place you go alone. And I'd go every single week. So that it would be like, remember me? I was there last week.
So desperate. Dude, it's crazy how I think back and like look at it. But here's the thing, now that I think about it, I'm a natural born chaser. I chase all my friends. And you know what it is? It's not that like, and I don't think being a chaser is very shameful.
Honestly, now I'm so like proud of it.
Yeah.
Because at least I gave it my best shot.
For sure. I hate feeling like, oh, but what if? You know? And then you just never did it.
That eats me up alive.
Exactly. Like, and what I mean by like chasing friends is like, I just like being like overly, I want to know about you. Like, I want to get to know you. And then once I know you, I determine whether I like you or not. Like, I feel like we all need to be a little bit of a chaser and being chased.
Yeah.
Naturally.
For sure.
Moving along, talking about like being the single one in your like friend group.
Yeah.
I've always been the single one.
The same.
I know. That's why we
That's why we get along. That's why we get along on the phone for hours and hours on that.
Not only was it that we were the single ones, but it was like we wanted the relationships the most.
Yeah.
Like growing up, it was always like, oh, like when we have a boyfriend, this and that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, when we get married, this and that. Like it was always so romanticized.
Yeah.
And then we got left being the single ones.
Yeah. And it was definitely hard.
It was hard.
I think like it was already hard seeing all my friends like date, and then like throughout like high school, right? But then additionally, like when I went to college, I was like, oh my god, this is like my new chance. And then it still happened. And then you go, is it me? But then you have like really great friends,
right?
And your friends are telling you like, no, you're so great, you're so awesome, like no, you're gonna find the person, and then it never happens, and then you're kind of like,
what happened? Like, what's wrong with me?
Oh,
you go through so much like hardship, and like no one, if you've been dating since you were young, it's very hard to understand. So because it was almost like unfair, because like there were some friends who had been who had dated and then long time single until like they were like an adult. Yeah. And they were like, oh my gosh, like what's wrong with me? And I'm like, what do you think? How do you think I feel? Like, you want to go there? Like, don't go there. Please don't go there, because I win. And I do. Like, don't even. It's so heart-aching and heartbreaking for me, because like I wanted love so bad.
Yeah, like, and you and I are hopeless romantic.
We
like,
were.
Naturally. Like,
oh my god, I shattered that though. There's no such thing. Like, there's none. It's just, it's so hard. And it's like, now I'm stronger. And now it's so funny because like, you're in a relationship and like, your situation is so great. And like, you guys, I feel like I really admire your guys' relationship and how much like, you guys have grown and like the way you guys communicate with each other. I really admire that. So like, for me, I'm just like, you know, very... Sometimes I'm still like, what's wrong with me? Yeah. And it's not that anything's wrong with me. There's nothing wrong with me. It's just, unfortunately, it's not my timing.
Well, I think it's like also not only that, definitely progressively as you get older, the chances of being able to like meet new people like go down so much.
Oh my gosh, I know.
So like as you stay single for a long time, that pool of people that you know goes like out the drain, and then additionally having to go out of your way to meet people, so much easier said than done.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Like, especially because so we like grow up and then we have like standards for people in our lives.
Absolutely.
And then you meet someone and you're like, oh, like I like you. Like the initial reaction is I like you. And then you get to know them and you're like, wait, we're not as similar as we used to be. Like, or I thought that we were going to be. Yeah. So that gets really hard.
I mean, also additionally, you and I have talked about this very recently, where I feel like we both agreed that the happiness in like being single is from like the success of ourselves, like just like finally finding like happiness and like, okay, well, I'm a boss bitch. I'm gonna do things my way. Yes, you're like super organized and like you schedule your whole entire like life. I feel like you know how to like take control of your life.
Not I wish.
No, but I really do think so.
I try, but it's really hard. Like,
but you've done it before.
I have. No, definitely I have, and like. I wish it was easier a lot more than, like, when said than done. Like, I definitely go through, like, spurts, I feel like. You know, like, of, like, oh, I'm fine. Like, who needs a man? Like, blah, blah, blah. But then I'm like, it'd be really nice to have one, though. Like, I wonder what it's like. Like, you know, and that's not to say, like, I've never had, like, male interaction. And I was recently telling Haejin that, like, I feel like a lot of it is I'm stopping myself. Like, I'm not really giving myself the full chance that I could be. And I don't know why. So maybe I'm not even, like, subconsciously ready. Maybe I don't even want one, really. Like,
yeah, I don't even think it's readiness. I think it's just, like, you probably actually don't want one.
Maybe.
Because you just have other priorities in your life.
Definitely. I feel like right now I've been the happiest and most content of being single.
And honestly, right before I started dating is pretty much where you are right now.
Sorry, you guys. The battery went out, so hi there. I completely agree with that, like with the whole statement of like being secure with who you are. And I think that's why growing up, you're always like, I wasn't that way and we weren't that way, because it was just always like, we don't know what we're doing with school. Like, I don't know, like, what kind of friends we'll eventually have, like, all these things. And so everything's so up in the air, so you're always, like, afraid. But once you've established, like, who you are, what you like, your friends, I think friends are very important to you. And, like, I used to be so afraid of being alone and like by myself. And now that I'm finally like, I kind of actually really like being alone. I think that takes the fear away of being like, you know, I need this relationship. And really, I don't, because that's what best friends are for. And that's what friends are for, you know? And I almost love just being by myself now.
Yeah.
And maybe it's that I got comfortable. And maybe it's because I don't... And do I miss... like, of course I want to have a boyfriend. I want to be in a relationship. But it's like, it doesn't make me who I am. My relationship doesn't define me. So I feel like I'm in such a good place with, like, being single. And, like, I'll let it go and just let whatever happens.
Yeah.
But it's like, at the end of the day, as long as I feel okay and we feel okay, I think it doesn't matter. She left me, so it doesn't really matter. Because I'm on my own. But... You get what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like that's important. So, definitely with singleness, the biggest thing is you should just be okay with you. Point blank, period. Moving on.
Okay, so like now that we've kind of addressed what singleness is like, obviously you and I have both been on dating apps.
Yes.
And so it's a fun topic because I feel like dating apps are like huge. And it's like
huge.
Like, and I mean, you've definitely stepped foot in it earlier than I have.
I did. It's crazy to me to think that I stepped in it when I was like 20.
Oh, shoot. Yeah.
20. Oh, I also don't think we addressed our age.
Yeah.
I'm 27.
And I'm 25. No,
are you sure?
Like, COVID like messed up my brain. I like can
you sure?
I'm 25.
25. She's 2 years younger than me, so we're not that far apart. Oh wait, we did address it.
We said they had 2 years. As long as they know how old you are, they
25,
know how old
27.
I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I entered it when I was maybe 19. Oh, maybe 19.
Maybe.
I just know because I was talking to someone and I was a virgin at the time. And I didn't lose my virginity until like end of 21. That's why I'm trying to be like, I think it was 20. That's the only way I can calculate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, so you kind of, I think you started going on apps pretty much like when they were still newer.
Oh,
like
yeah,
the
for
trendy
sure.
ones. I'm not talking about like the older ones that like
No.
like
I wanted to.
Match.com.
I was very curious.
Match.com.
Christian Mingle?
Oh
I
my
was
God.
so curious.
But like, you know, like the newer hip ones that were like super popular amongst like college kids and like young adults.
But I didn't know what Bumble was.
Or
Or
I've never had Bumble.
Yeah.
Horrible. I've never had dating Bumble.
Oh, never?
Never.
Well, you're so lucky. I've
like,
been on
like,
so many.
So I've been on like OkCupid.
Okay.
That was the first time that I've been on one. And then I've been on Hinge.
Okay. I like Hinge.
I liked Hinge a lot.
I like Hinge. Hinge and OkCupid is probably my favorites.
And I did a Coffee Meets Bagel.
I did that too. I've done every possible dating app there possibly is. Let's go. It's Tinder. Tinder was my first one that I learned. I had a rude ass awakening.
Yeah.
Because I was like, damn, it's all fuckboys. And I was a virgin. So I was like, this is awkward.
That's why I never downloaded Tinder. I was kind of scared.
Yeah, I know. It was rough. It was rough.
I was kind of scared.
So Tinder. I've been on Tinder, OkCupid, Bumble, Coffee Meets Bagel. I've definitely been on way more, and I don't know why I'm blanking. I feel like I've been on Clover.
Oh, I do remember. That's the green one.
Yeah. Clover. I feel like I've been on more. Hinge. I've been on Hinge. I've been on Hinge. I feel like there's more, but I don't know.
Yeah. There's so many.
I've been on all the normal, like, the ones that pop up.
I wonder, since, like, obviously you've been on so many, like, do you feel like when you were on the apps, you were, like, seriously looking for, like, a long-term, like, what were you looking for?
I feel like when I first went on... Okay, so going back to the being single thing for a second.
Yeah.
I think for me, my biggest struggle was, like, I never had a big friend group.
Yeah.
So my chances of meeting other guys weren't always available to me.
No, that's true.
And so, because I feel like when you were young, a lot of it was like, oh, it's this mutual friend. Because you went to a party or like you met up or something.
Yeah.
But because my friend group was always so small, I never had that chance. And even now, my group is like very small. And like, even though I've met like, you know, my friends, boyfriend's friends, and all of that, it just never, it didn't work out the way I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
So like that's why I went on dating apps, because I was like, because there aren't that many men or boys in my life, I was like, oh, this is a way where they're all in one space.
Yeah.
So I think initially my first reaction was wanting to date. I wanted to find someone that I could get along with and would eventually be boyfriend and girlfriend with.
Yeah. And you know, like, something, like, for me that really made me gravitate towards dating apps is, like, the convenience.
Yeah.
Like, it was just so easy to meet people without having to physically have to meet them. And it sounds horrible, and this is, like, partially also why I don't like dating apps, but, like, it's just easy to kind of narrow down what you're into.
For sure.
You know? Like,
which is a good but bad thing, I feel like.
Yeah, and like I hate being so like judgmental and like judging book by its cover, which is why I liked Hinge, because you get to see more of their personality.
That's true.
But like, it was convenient. It was like, I don't want a guy who does this, and this, or like, you know, like, or I am looking for a guy that's like in a closer vicinity, or
right.
Maybe I don't know. Like, it's just, there's so many filters.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's convenient when you're like on like the internet. You know?
Right. I agree.
Yeah.
It's rough out there.
It is.
It's so rough out there. And it is very judgy. Apps are so judgy. And like, I totally fall in that. I judge people by their pictures. It's so, I feel like I wish we were like a little bit more open. Yeah. But it's like, we've also gotten so comfortable being behind a screen. Yeah. And like only showing what we want to show.
Exactly.
And then I feel like one of the biggest things I like to say is I don't think people are patient enough.
Oh my God.
People don't have patience anymore.
That's so true.
In the process of getting to know someone. I think it's like everyone thinks like, oh my God, if you're not my vibe right now, you're not it.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, but like, you don't know yet. Like, just a little bit more. I get like red flags. Like, oh my God, he's a douche to the waiter. Yeah. 100% get that. But like, oh, I don't like the way he dresses. Done. It's like, oh my God. Like, you didn't even give him a chance. Did he even get to open the door for you yet? Like, you know? It's too much. Or like, oh, like he only wants sex. I mean, I'm done. But you know what I mean? Just everything's so quick. And like, there's no patience in getting to know somebody anymore.
Yeah. And well, so I do wonder, like, for you, actually, first thing I want to know is when it says like you match with someone, do you message first? Even though they like you, like, you know the scenario where they like you and then you say that.
Oh, like I swiped and then it matched.
Yeah, and said, oh, hey, you guys matched. Do you send a message? Because I know some people that don't, because it's like, oh, we matched, so now that guy knows, so he can try to like go for me. Or are you the person to like, okay, we matched and it told me so?
So it changed a lot. I used to be the person who waited. Then got a rude ass awakening. And then now, I think in my phase now, side note, I'm done with dating apps for the time being. I'm so done. As you guys just figured out, I have been on it for so long. I'm so over it, and I'm not really in the middle. I don't want to date right now. Yeah. But recently, up to like last year, I was still on them. And I am all for it. I just message them. Yeah. I just go, hi. Yeah. Because I'm like, I'm not going to sit here and wait for a guy, because I don't think there's any more, I think a guy should say hi first anymore. Yeah. Like, I'll open a door for you. I'll pay if I have to. Like, none of those kind of things. So, like, now I'm definitely like, sometimes I'll let it go. Yeah. Just because I want to know if, like, anyone is interested. Yeah. But then after that, I'm totally willing to message first.
Okay, so you message first, let's say. Yeah. Or let's say they message you first. Okay. You swiped right, they also swiped right. Okay. And then they message you and they say like, hey, how long are you gonna stay on the messaging on the app?
Depending on my confidence of the day, I'll meet them that day if I can.
Whoa, dang.
Because my location's on with the people that I need to know, and I would meet them in public. If I felt comfortable.
Yeah.
Like, if I was, like, our conversations are, like, actually, like, good, like, conversations, and you're free and I'm free, like, why not?
Yeah.
We can go grab a
the
coffee or something,
yeah.
or, like, we can go grab a drink. Like,
yeah.
I'm all for, like, I used to wait and wait and wait and wait until I was like, I think he's interested.
Yeah.
But because I know, that actually is more hurtful. For me, at least.
I think definitely mentally, I think it's nice that you're keeping it super, like, real, current, like, in real life.
Right.
You
No,
know?
agreed. It was more hurtful for me because I thought like I was building this conversation.
Yeah. Oh my God. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you like think you're interested in each other, and then you meet and you're like, oh, you're either like, oh, not interested, or he goes, not interested. And then it just hurts because you spent this time and like, you know, an effort, and then done. So, yeah, it's kind of like I go with whatever flow. But then I'm also like, it really depends on like how the guy reciprocates his conversations with me.
Yeah.
Because if it's like, you're getting weird, then I don't want to meet you.
Yeah.
Because if I get a hint, even a little hint that it's about sex, I'm done.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, no.
Yeah.
I don't, even if he's like good looking and a good conversation.
Yeah.
Because that shouldn't even be a thought.
Yeah.
It is, but it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like when I'm talking to someone and it's going well, by the second week I want to have like the date.
Mm-hmm.
Because my logic is like we're talking a lot and I ask like tons of questions and I need that first weekend because maybe I'm probably gonna meet up with friends.
You're like, I need to talk this out first.
So I'm not available that first weekend.
Oh,
right?
okay.
So then I am like, hey, do you want to do something like next weekend? But yeah, that's like pretty much I feel like what my timeline is. Meet up, and then from there it's kind of like, okay, did I like the conversation, yes or no? Yeah.
Do you like it? Do you like it when a guy is like, I'll pick you up?
I think the idea of it is really nice.
Right, but it's so scary.
Apps,
it's so scary. Yeah, don't do it.
You don't want them to know. Well, like I think here's the thing. I think back in the day it was cute, and then now,
absolutely,
it's like so crazy.
If you don't know them, don't do it.
Yeah,
and I get it. You want someone to take care of you, and like it's cute. It's a nice gesture. No, don't do it.
Well, because then they know your home address.
Yeah, it freaks me out. Not only that, but it's like, in the case that you're in danger, how are you going to get away?
That's true.
I mean, you guys have transportation. You guys have public transportation.
Yeah.
But like, what am I going to do? I don't know. I just like being in control. I'll meet you there. Like, why do I...
Yeah.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Have you ever made a fake number that you gave them? Or do you give your real number?
I should probably give out my fake number.
I've done both. Like I think in the beginning I used to be really, really scared.
Yeah.
Of just the whole situation.
I remember.
And I had like a fake Google. Google, you can like make a fake number.
Yeah, you can.
So I would send that, but it would be so hard for me to get texts, and I would be so annoyed.
Yeah.
So then I would try to like, and then I think eventually I gave my real number.
I think I used to give out my real number.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Instagram DMs.
I avoid my Instagram.
Well, that makes sense for you.
I don't show my Instagram. I don't feel the need to show my Instagram until... And I know everyone's like, oh my God, if you don't have an Instagram, then you're like, not whatever. But here's my thing. My thing is like, I don't tell them that I don't have one. I just go, I don't want to share one with you.
Yeah.
I'm very picky and choosy with who I decide to follow and unfollow. So like for me, it's like, he's probably going to go, oh yeah, like what's your Instagram? And follow me. But I'm not going to follow you back.
Yeah.
Because I don't know you. I don't want you on my feed.
Yeah.
So I actually used to give out my phone number. Luckily, now that I've trusted all the guys that have my phone number, and then I moved to Snapchat, and then I became that bitch.
Oh my God, I totally forgot about Snapchat.
Yeah.
I never jumped on the Snapchat.
And I used to hate it when guys would give me their snaps. But now I'm like, here's my snap. That's the only way I do contact.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's smart. I never thought of it like that.
Yeah. Although I love, like, I don't know about you guys. I'm sure it's like a thing. The second a guy gives me a Snapchat, I already know. I already know who you are.
So that's like a red flag for you.
Oh,
Like, in the
1000%.
dating app realm, yeah.
Yes. Because I guess, like, if you're willing to give me your phone number, I
Yeah.
trust you. Especially if you're blue.
Blue?
An Apple phone.
Oh my god. At first I literally couldn't even, like, I can't.
Could we have
I'm
this
an
ongoing
Android.
joke?
Oh
Because she
my
has an
God.
Android and I have an Apple phone and I'm all Apple, like literally iPad, watch, laptop, everything Apple.
Yeah.
And she has an Android, even though her Samsung phone is really pretty. But she's green. Who wants to talk to green?
I
It's
know.
such a thing. It's such a mean thing.
That's why I try to avoid texting. Because
then you're known as the person
I
with
feel
the...
like people judge me.
You know what's weird is I don't think I've met a lot of women who have Androids.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know why.
That's so funny.
Well, then again, I'm not really like texting a lot of, I guess,
Yeah.
like girls.
Mm.
Except for like my friends, and my friends are all
Blue.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's not a red flag. That's not a red flag. I don't really care if you are green or not.
Really?
No,
Okay.
but like it's funny. Like as a joke, like my friends and I will be like, "Oh, he's green," like the inside
Yeah.
joke. But it's definitely a red flag if you give me your snap first. But now I'm more like I don't
Yeah.
care.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay, I'll message you.
Yeah.
But then you take it wherever I know
Yeah.
you're gonna take it, then I just block you.
Okay, yeah.
So good. Block. Block, 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 block.
Oh my god. Okay, the guy has like a picture with other women. Are you gonna swipe left? Like, is that a no?
If you have pictures with women but don't explain, and your picture, like, give me an example. Like, what kind of picture is
No, it's just like they're they're at a restaurant
Okay.
and like you know, like there are those people who like are at a restaurant and it's like girls and they're like, and it's like definitely like it could be a friend, it could be like family, or it could be like girls you met at a club.
Yeah, but you better look banging. Like, why was that your choice to put up on your dating app?
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
yeah.
you better look smoking hot next to these girls or something.
Yeah.
Because if your
But
tactic
that
behind
exists,
it...
though. Like, have you not seen
But is
I've
it...
seen
Yeah, but is the tactic behind it like, oh, I can get girls? Because if that's it, then I don't...
literally have no clue because I always am like, bye. If I see another girl, bye. And it's not like, and that sounds, wow, that sounds so toxic.
I'm trying to be honest with myself.
But like, if you have a girl on both arms, it's like clearly you don't need help.
You know what it is for me? I'm not gonna lie. If you have more than one girl in the picture, I can already sense what kind of friends you have. That's just me being judgy, though.
I don't know, yeah.
I don't know. It's not a red flag. I won't say it's a red flag, but it's definitely questionable.
It's a red flag for me.
You just automatically swipe left.
Yeah.
What if nothing else gives you any type of like red flag feeling?
Why did you feel the need to? I don't know, like, I just...
What if he just doesn't have any... You know what's another red flag? Guys who use old ass photos.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, I can clearly tell that you took this from MySpace in 08.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, update it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's not necessarily like a red flag.
Would it bother you if they didn't have any full body pics?
No.
Not at all.
Mm-mm.
I think I'd appreciate one, to be honest.
I can't say because I don't give him my full body pic.
Really?
I didn't used to.
Oh.
When I was like younger and I was very
Yeah.
self-conscious of myself, I don't. But now I do because I think you should know.
Yeah.
You should not enter this thinking that you're dating someone skinny. Don't even. No, I'm not even kidding.
No,
Like, don't even act surprised when you see me. Like,
my
I'm
God.
done with that. And I used to, and that hurt me more because I felt like, oh shit, I lied. I technically, not lied, but I deceived them to think that I'm this person.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't. And then I was like, maybe
Yeah.
that's why they didn't like me. So then I was like, enough lying. We're just gonna go with it. Is it a red flag for you?
I think I like.
What if it's like belly up?
Here's the thing. I think I prefer it, and it's kind of like if you're like really attractive, and I find you, and I think you're gonna be
Yeah.
my type, then like it's fine. But I think if I'm on the fence, that's gonna probably be one of the deciding factors.
Okay.
You know. Additionally, it's kind of like Oh my god, gosh. Oh my god. Oh my god, everything. Oh my goodness. When guys lie about their height, dude, I want to just like so that like everyone knows and we can all like just look out for each other. When a guy says that they're 5'11", they're 5'9". When a guy says that they're 5'9", they're straight up like 5'6". I kid you not. I have friends or I know people who are on the shorter side, and on their profile they say that they're 5'9". You are not
so effed up.
5'9".
That's so effed up.
You are not 5'9".
I personally think that guys should stop even putting it on their bio.
Like just like their height in general.
Yeah, don't put your height. Why are you putting your height?
Because
no, but that's the thing. That's my point.
Yeah.
My point is, do not put your height if you know that a girl is going to ask you, because then that's a red flag. She should be someone you shouldn't even date if she's asking you
that's true,
how tall you are.
Yeah.
I don't ask guys how tall they are because, bitch, you ain't asking me how much I weigh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I just, if that's the biggest concern for a guy, I just don't feel like that should be important.
Yeah.
And I feel like you shouldn't put it on, like, I don't put my weight on my, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, if you're feeling self-conscious, I mean, is she gonna probably look really disappointed when she gets out the car and she sees you and you're a little bit lower than her eye level? Maybe.
Yeah.
But then you're not dating the right person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I think it's a little sad. And, like, people are liars out there.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
I actually don't think I met someone who... I did.
Who's significantly...
I don't remember his name. I don't know what app it was from. It didn't go far. He was really interested in me, but he was, like, super, like... introverted and, like... nerdy.
Okay.
Like, wore, like, cargo shorts. And, like... dad New Balance shoes, and remember, New Balance wasn't in at the time.
I was gonna say, like, it's trending now.
It's trending now, but it was when it wasn't. And he was wearing like a graphic tee, like that's like questionable. And I think I wasn't interested in him, but he really wanted to see me, so I was like, "Hey, let's just get this meeting over with," kind of thing. So I was like, "Hey, I'm going to Target. Like, want to come to Target? Like, I'm here." And he was, like, so down. Wow. And he came and saw me. And then he, like, tried to go in for a kiss. And I was like, okay, it was so nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Yeah.
He lied to me about his height, though. I don't remember exactly. But he was, like, definitely... like closer to my height.
Oh.
But he told me he was like, I knew he was gonna be short.
Yeah.
But it definitely was not that short.
If anyone says that they're like 5'7", I believe it.
Because they're honest.
Because that's honesty.
What about 5'8"?
Yeah,
5'9".
No, they're lying. They're actually 5'7".
5'10"?
No.
Why? Okay, 5'11"?
5'11" is a base lie. Those are the people who they don't have the balls to say that they're 6 feet because they're literally not 6 feet, and so they straight up say they're 5'11" when in reality they're 5'9".
No,
because girls are okay with 5'11".
They are.
Everyone wants 6 feet, but yeah, girls are okay with 5'11".
I think it's so sad that we've like taught ourselves to like us girls to like think that a man that's taller is like better.
Yeah.
I
just feel bad because, like, here's the thing. Like, I'm only 5'3", so, like, I think it's selfish of me.
Yeah.
To be like, I want a guy who's 6 feet.
For sure.
Like, I'm okay. I'm okay with a guy that's, like, 5'9", 5'8".
Yeah.
Like, it's fine. But, like, I know people who are, like, straight up, like, 5 feet. Girls that are 5 feet.
Yeah.
And they're like, if the guy's not 6 feet...
done.
Not happening.
No.
And I'm like...
I used to be like that. Dang. I'm not gonna lie.
So then what's like something positive? Like what's something that if you see this, you're gonna, it's like there's a higher chance that you will swipe right and you want to match.
So for me right now, if I were to be back on dating apps, like once we know we're interested in each other, it's very important to me that he asks me like, when are you free? and then he sets a time and date with you. And I don't mean like he goes, hey, I want to pick you up at this time. No, I don't need that. That's too demanding. I don't even like it. I mean like is very accommodating. Yeah. And like will actually like, because I understand that people have lives. Yeah. And I am someone new. I don't expect you to drop all the things you have just to be able to meet me. So even if, like, say we hit it off really well, but he just so happened to be, I don't know, like, working all week, and then he made trip plans with his friends, like, and he doesn't get around until, like, the third week, I understand. And I also don't like when guys cancel their plans for me. Oh. Because to me, that shows me that you're a flake. Because I don't want you doing that to me. That's true. And so if you're doing it to other people, then you can do it to me. And those people are important to you more than me. You don't even know me. Yeah. So that's very important. Like, set the date, ask me when, and actually keep that promise. Yeah. That's very important to me.
That's a really good one. Okay.
And good conversation. Yeah. I hate little words.
I hate not only little words, like I know I ask a lot of questions. I get a little bit interviewy, but like,
oh my god, yeah,
but it's like just you know, like I'm not trying to like make things, and maybe it's me, but I hate when they don't like give a good answer, and you can just tell that they aren't there to like get to know. Yeah, and it's like. And I obviously don't want to think that they're just in it to like have sex with me, but like it's just like, come on, because then I get worried that later on we're not gonna be able to have like quality conversation.
Right. Yeah. No, I get what you mean.
I also love it when guys have like pictures of them with animals, and it doesn't look forced. It looks like friendly. Oh. I love it. Oh my! I've never seen it, but if a guy has a picture with a cat, because there are not that many guys that have cats.
I've seen a few.
Oh my god, that touches my heart. As like a cat owner,
she's a cat.
That touches my heart.
Really?
Yeah. With dogs, sometimes I feel like they're using them.
I agree. I agree.
With dogs, I
agree.
Like using them.
I don't think I've put up a picture of me and my dog yet.
No, it's not happening anytime soon.
I don't know. Well, it's like Clem's cute and all, but like you're not gonna get to meet her. Yeah. So I'm like trying to think of what else is green flags for me.
I really don't mind like I do like it when I see pictures of them like doing activities. Yeah. Like I don't want like 5 different bathroom selfies with like a camera, you know what I mean? Like
no,
I just don't want that. So like if you're like going, I do like it when I see that they're like going out with their friends or something.
Yes, those are nice.
Yeah, like I like it when they seem very social.
I personally, can we go back to red flags? There's so many red flags. Yeah. When a guy tells me they're active, and I don't mean that in a like, ew, you work out, or ew, you like hiking. I'm talking like that's all. Like, I don't know if you've seen, but like everybody, at least over here, they're all like, I like outdoors. I like camping. I like hiking. I like being outdoors. And I'm like, okay, cool story. And they're like anti like girls who like don't do that. And I'm like, I'll go hiking. I'll go kayaking. Yeah. But no, I'm not going to spend my life doing that. Yeah. Like, and if you do, I truly hope that you find someone who wants to do the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, but it's just like, why is 90% of the men out there active? I like skiing on the weekends. Like, I feel like they just have nothing else to talk about. My God, then don't be on a dating app.
Yeah, I just really think they just don't have anything else to talk about.
It's very hard to date if you don't just have something to talk about. I don't know. Yeah. I don't care if you restate the same thing to each girl. Just have something. I don't know. Come up with a prompt. Like, yeah. I don't know.
You know what I don't like? I don't actually like when they try to use pickup lines.
But what if it's as a joke?
I don't know. I'm just not that kind of person though. Like I don't really care to like deal with humor. So like I actually don't like.
Don't.
I'm actually
sometimes she's so like, cold-hearted. I'm just kidding. No, it's not that I like them, but I understand why they do it.
So you like when they go like the funny like cheeky route.
Yeah, like, I like the cheeky route. Like, I remember, I actually am good friends with one of the guys. His name starts with an S. Him and I are actually very close friends now. Not that we, like, see each other very often, but we still talk here and there.
Yeah.
And I remember our conversation was, like, based off a topic on my profile, and he was like, oh, like, would you share your french fries with me? And I was like, oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's fun to make fun of each other and, like, learn each other that way. You're very, like, cut through the bullshit. Do you fucking like me or not?
I know.
I feel like there's no, like, teeter-tottering with you sometimes. I definitely do like it, though. I like the, like, poking at each other and, like, making fun of each other and, like, oh, I'm cooler than you kind of vibe. Like, it's just fun that way. I'm trying to think of more I'm trying to think of more green flags because I feel like I have so many red flags.
Yeah.
Green flags, green flags, green flags. I like people who take the time, like, if I asked you a question like, oh, how's your weekend? I want to know what you did. Like, what was exciting about it? Did you do anything? Or like, oh, I watched this. I like people who take the time to, like, actually give a good answer.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is making me want to get back on dating apps.
Oh my god.
But I told myself I'm not going to for this year. And we just started, so.
Oh my goodness.
No. I will get through it. I almost go on it like a hobby. I feel like sometimes I just get bored and I do it.
Yeah.
And that's bad.
Yeah.
Because then you don't have a purpose.
And actually, that is kind of like a red flag for me.
I
I don't like it when guys don't.
Yeah.
Don't give a definitive answer as to why they're on it.
I'm just looking.
Yeah, I just like.
It's just, do you want a do you want a relationship or do you not? And that's not to, and I feel like a lot of guys feel that way because some girls are just crazy.
Yeah.
You know, because then it's like, oh, you want a relationship with me? And it's like, no, he just meant he wants.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Chat lag, you guys, I'm really sorry. Chat lag.
Kidding. What was I saying?
You think some girls are really crazy and they're like, do you need a date?
Yeah, like, it's like, they ask, because they're curious, right? So they'll be like, oh, like, what are you looking for? And they'll be like, oh, like, I eventually want to, like, have a girlfriend. And they'll be like, oh my god, it's my chance.
Yeah.
Like, push, you know? And so I get why guys are, like, just going with the flow. And sometimes it works. I get that. But I would definitely like a guy. Maybe it's my age now. I don't know, man. I feel like my age plays a lot in it now.
Yeah.
I'm just not... 27 was a rude awakening for me.
It's, like, so interesting to see how different... I mean, I think it's, like, with everyone, it's so different how different, like, dating apps are and, like, what red flags are. It's just, like, really interesting to see how, like, different people's experiences are, but also, like, I can totally relate to, like, yours, and I feel like hopefully yours to me.
Yeah.
And I'm, like, always curious as to, like, how other people who have been in the same situations as us, how they see everything.
All in all, would you say dating apps suck or they're okay? Or they're great? On a scale of 1 to 10, from your experiences, 10 being like, I had a great experience. Although a great experience would mean technically you ended up with the person.
Yeah.
But, like, without that, like, would you do it again? If your relationship right now, by the way, they're happy. I'm not saying they're not. I'm just saying, like, if it were to end... would you go back on dating apps?
Yeah, like, probably.
You think so?
Yeah.
Probably. I want to meet someone organically.
You do?
I do. I'm sorry, I'm getting a cramp. And be real honest with you guys. I'm getting a cramp over here. Sorry, Kwemi. Kwemi said that she doesn't like dating apps. She said that she's a mother, so she doesn't really think that she needs to date. Anyways, she says she's happy with me, so I should be happy with her, right? But all in all, what do you think? You will go back?
I would go back and, like, kind of just see how things are. I've heard a lot of recent success stories since COVID, and that's, I'm curious.
But I was on during COVID too.
Yeah.
And it was not a success story for me. So, I don't want to go back. I think I've had fun experiences. They've all been very learning experiences for me. But I definitely don't want to go back because the last few years were very hobby-like to me.
Yeah.
I definitely was doing it for not the right purposes. And the reason why I say that is because towards the end, when guys asked me what I was looking for, I said, I don't know. Just whatever. I became that girl.
Dang.
So I was breaking hearts left and right. Just kidding. But yeah, I became that girl. So I definitely am like, I don't want to date if I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at. Dating apps, cool, love it. Be safe. Don't be dumb.
Please.
Always share your location with important people close to you.
Yes,
Meet in public.
During the daytime.
Yeah.
With other people.
Yes.
That are there in close vicinity that can hear the conversation just in case there's something that's off.
Seriously. And follow your gut. I know a lot of us are like always scared to like, you know, follow our gut, but we have to. Always be safe. Like safer than sorry, always. Forever and always. You'll have a second chance if it's like supposed to be. Angle's a little bit different. Camera died again. But it's okay. Thank you so much for coming back to tell me more. I'm so happy it's back and up and running.
I can't wait for what's gonna happen.
Thank you. I'm glad that we got to do Valentine's Day episode together because it is Haejin's
I know it's my favorite
holiday. I don't hate it. You would think that because I'm single, I hate it, but I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I feel like I used to pretend to hate it, like, oh my god, you know?
Yeah.
Do I think it's a scam? Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's a scam, but I think it's a cute holiday, and maybe you should celebrate it with just people you love in general, you know? It doesn't always have to be a significant other. I will be hanging out with Clemmy. But happy Valentine's Day to you guys and your loved ones. Thank you guys so much for joining us for Tell Me More. We loved being open and honest with you. Thank you so much for being my first special guest.
My pleasure.
Hopefully we have way more special guests after this. From here on out, I really hope that Tell Me More grows and is just better, and it'll be like a growing project with you guys for sure. I love how much you guys love Tell Me More, and it's so special to me. It's always been something that you know, I thought about, and even when I stopped and took a break, it was really for my mental health, and I just felt like I didn't have a right to give you my opinions and talk about these important situations in your lives and mine. And now that I'm in such a happy and better place, I feel like, you know, we should open up and like talk to each other again. And like, I want you guys to see a friend in me more than like, this is Michelle on the internet kind of thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. We really appreciate it. If you guys like this video, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel, and if you didn't already know, my cousin actually has a YouTube channel. Her vibe is the vibe that I wish I could have, but I'm so aggressive, I can't have it. But I will link her videos down below if you guys are interested. Go ahead and go subscribe to her channel as well. Comment down below. Originally how TMM started was people would send in like stories or gossip or things that they wanted just like my opinion on, not advice, because I'm not a doctor. I'm not, you know, I can only give my opinion and advice on things that I know about. But I have an email down below, talktomyc@gmail.com. You can email me your guys' questions, stories, advice, anything you want to talk about. I read through them, and then I'll talk to you through email and let you know if I want to share your story. That's kind of what Tell Me More is. So if you want to send me an email, that's also down there as well. Thank you guys so much, and we will see you next time. Bye.
Bye.